Now then guys, my name's Dash, I'm a project manager here at the MPP Group. I'm going to run you through 5 red flags that you may come across when investing in property. Spotting these issues can save you a lot of time, money and headaches, so let's go through them and see what we can do to help. Okay, so red flag number 1, leasehold properties. While the low purchase prices might seem appealing, it does come with certain drawbacks. You'll often face ground rent, service fees and restrictions on what you can do to the property during renovation. This means you could spend way more than you previously thought you were going to pay at the start, so sticking with freehold can reduce these unexpected costs. When the lease term gets low, the property value can plummet. Always be cautious with leaseholds. Understanding the terms can be crucial. Red flag number 2, a lack of due diligence. Skipping this step can lead to major financial pitfalls further down the line. Always research the property's history, condition, and any potential legal issues. If you don't do your homework, you can end up with a nightmare investment. So don't cut corners, because I can guarantee it'll come back to bite you later on. Make sure you get the experts in. Their knowledge is invaluable. Really use their expertise, because further down the line, it will save you a lot of time and a lot of money. Red flag number 3 is invested in bad areas with poor capital appreciation. Some areas may look tempting with their low prices, but if the prices have been declining, if there's no local amenities, essentially it's not a desirable place to live. I can't stress this enough, always analyse the potential of the local area before you start to invest. Capital appreciation is a huge part in investment, so just because you can buy a cheap property doesn't mean that you should. It's important you know what kind of ROI you're looking for, and then from that search for investments accordingly. Red flag number 4, and kind of the opposite of the previous point, is avoiding high cost areas. This can really get in the way of scaling your portfolio. It might sound obvious because everybody loves a bargain, but often people think that if they spend more money in a more expensive area, they can then charge higher rents. If you're spending most of your budget on one property, it limits your ability to add value. Look for areas that provide better value for your investment. We want you to get the best bang for your buck. Buying a mid-market property will give you good rents, but it also leaves you some budget to play with. Be smart and do your research. Pick areas that allow for growth and scaling. And finally, red flag number 5, so properties that need a lot of extensive renovations, and especially if you don't have a team beside you who know what they're doing. It might seem obvious, but major refurbishments can cost a lot of money and a lot of time, especially if you don't have the right contractors in place. Make sure that you have a team that you trust before taking on big projects. Generally, and I find this as a project manager, the bigger the job, the more problems you're going to come up against. If you're not careful, that 3-month project can quickly become a 6-month project. Build a team, use the experts, and don't cut corners. So that's 5 red flags you might come across when investing in property. These aren't set in stone, and this video certainly isn't there to scare you off. And just because you spot one or more of these red flags, it doesn't mean that you should necessarily avoid a property. There's always more to it, and there's always options and ways to work around it. Investing in property should be strategic, it shouldn't be stressful. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have, please give it a quick like. You can subscribe to the channel for new property content every week, but otherwise, thanks for listening and we'll see you soon.